What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to restore the E30 dashboard since it's out of the car. What I did was I filled in all the cracks with liquid nails like I mentioned in the other video, and I'm going to basically take out everything I don't need anymore, and I'm not going to flock the dash. I didn't feel like waiting for flocking to come in the mail because I couldn't get it at Michael's, Walmart, any place I looked, and I just don't feel like waiting. So I have rubberized undercoating. I got this at Walmart. It was like $5 a can. I'm going to put it in the link below. You can get it on Amazon, probably way cheaper than that. I'm going to prep it, and I'm going to paint it, and I'm going to show you guys how it comes out, the do's and don'ts, and if you even want to use this at all. If it sucks, then I'm just going to peel it all off somehow and then flock it, because I'll have to. But yeah, let's get to it. So I took everything out of the dash, and I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun because it's been in the garage where it's been cold at night, and I want the rubber coating to really stick to it. So yeah, let's flip it over, give it a good cleaning, and then we're going to hit it with the rubber coating. Alright guys, so sanding down liquid nails worked pretty good, but if you heat it up too much like I did on the first spot, it basically peeled the whole thing right out, so I had to redo that one. These other ones came out awesome, and hopefully you shouldn't be able to see the cracks when I do the rubber coating. But yeah, that one, I'm not going to wait another 2 days or whatever for this thing to dry. So I'm just going to coat over it and hope for the best. After all, it is a drift car, so it's not that big of a deal. And that's right in the driver's side, so I'm really going to be the only one that notices, unless you point it out to someone else. But yeah, I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to hit it with a rubber coating. Alright, so it's tough to tell in this light, but it almost looks like this is like a brownish color. I'm just gonna keep doing it because it's too far to go back now, so we'll see what it turns out like. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to dry, probably leave it for a full day. It's not going to be too cold anymore, so I think it'll be fine in here. Alright guys, so it's been 2 days since I rubber coated the dash, and it actually came back to being the black color I thought it was going to be. So it's not that weird off like brown color. I think it looks pretty good. It came out a lot better than I thought it did. The only issue is I put a fingerprint there because I'm impatient and I thought it was going to be dry. And still, let's do another one here because you're not going to really tell. But it's not dry, and it's been 2 days. So if you guys are going to do the Krylon rubber coating like I did, I would give it probably about a week to fully dry before you put it in the car. But yeah, it came out pretty good, and for a total cost of $8, I really can't complain. Now I'm still waiting for the cage to get back. It'll probably be back mid next week or something like that, so I can put it in, and it'll be well dry by then. And then I have a bunch of different like gauge pods to put in here. You guys have already seen those ones that I have in there. And then I'm gonna make a metal plate with a bunch of switches and cool stuff on there. But yeah, that's how to basically rubber coat your dashboard, prep it, stuff like that. If there's anything that I missed or something I could do better, which obviously I could because I kind of rushed this job. But yeah, post in the comments, and thanks for watching, guys. See you at the track.